Parshat Korach begins with, and he took. What did he take? It doesn't tell you. That mystery, I think, is a key to what's going on here. If we look at taking, actually the first interaction between God and humanity was his taking. God took Adam and placed him into the Garden of Eden. But you see, that taking was actually, according to Rashi, not a physical taking that would violate man, but rather it was an invitation where God told him about how beautiful the Garden of Eden is going to be for him. The second taking is really, in a sense, the opposite. It's where Eve takes from the fruit of the tree, taking something which isn't meant to be hers, separating the fruit from its root, and really, in the higher sense of what's happening, insisting on her individuation, her separating herself from the allness of life and the tree of life, as she would become separated out from the greater whole. And then there's the taking which happens towards the end of the Torah. Ki yikach ish isha, when a man takes a woman. That's the entering into covenant. That's a kind of a taking which is an invitation into a relationship in which the two of them together form a higher whole. I think that's something like the machloket, which is also the word built from the same letters of taking, that was between Hillel and Shammai, which the rabbis bring as the greatest form of machloket, of disagreement. That's where each of them is standing of their own, with their each separate powers, disagreeing, but recognizing in that disagreement that each of them is seeing a side of a truth that the other cannot see. That kind of a taking is where the distinction and delineation is serving something higher. Something like the distinction and delineation which all of creation is made of, from heaven and earth and light and dark and male and female. All of our lives are distinctions. The question is, does that distinction serve connection and relationship, or is it a standing apart? The standing apart was the world of Korach, in which his taking was simply taking himself apart from the rest. That is a taking which is separation for its own sake. This week really invites us into exploring, where is my taking? Is it taking which seeks to serve a greater covenant? Is it taking which seeks to serve a higher whole? Or is it a taking in which I seek simply to stand apart as other? Let's take this week to learn how to take in a way in which we are joined to others through that taking.